Hey, what's up guys? Sebastian Castro with Castro Drums and Living Disciples Media. Just wanted to share a quick tip today on how I went from this to this. All right, so this past summer, I was booked pretty often playing in different restaurants, different venues in San Antonio and in Austin. And it just started getting very difficult for me to take my 22-inch Birch Concept PDP kick drum to these locations. It all had to do with the space. So in this case, I was already thinking of another solution. I wanted to go with Questlove's breakbeat drum set. Love the way that drum set looked, love the way it sounded. I love the idea of having a smaller set. Didn't really want to buy a whole new drum set. My whole thing was actually to buy a 16-inch floor tom and convert it into a 16-inch kick drum. So that's what I did. Because it became very difficult for me to take the 22-inch kick drum to certain places because the spaces were a little bit smaller, thanks to the power of Craigslist, I was able to get my hands on a PDP X7 drum set, really cheap, in excellent condition. So I ended up getting a 22, 8, 10, 12-inch tom, 14, and a 16-inch floor tom. He kept a snare. But the whole idea behind it was the fact that I wanted to convert this floor tom into a kick drum. Basically to use the same concept that Questlove's breakbeat drum set. So that's what I did. I wanted to try something different. I wanted to be able to experiment, not only for my sake, but for you guys. Because, you know, honestly, we spend a lot more money on cymbals, buying drum heads. We're not endorsed. A lot of us that are still doing clubs, bars, church services, wherever you may be playing, it's not easy. What I ended up doing was, again, converting the 16-inch floor tom into a 16-inch kick drum. Now, of course, I went very generic when I first started off. The funny thing is, I was running with metal hoops. It was very difficult because when I would go and set it up, people already knew it was a floor tom converted into a kick drum. The PDP X7 came with the 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16, where the 16-inch was already going to be used as a kick drum. That conversion was already going to happen. I ended up using the 10 and the 12 as my toms. So this helped me out because of the fact that I wanted to have a smaller set for these venues. Some of these restaurants that I were playing at, I didn't have a lot of room. Of course, the kick drum was too big. The area, the location they would give us, you wanted to be more convenient. Because of the fact that I converted the 16-inch floor tom into a kick drum, it actually gave me another set. Another drum set that I can take whenever I need to go to smaller venues. So I still can take the 8, 10, 12, 14, the 22-inch kick from the PDP X7. The whole thing for me was actually trying to convert it over. So I took it to Ricky Reyes, the owner and founder of 7 Drums here in San Antonio. It's a custom drum company. Brought it to his house. Just some quick information. 7 Drums is a custom drum company here in San Antonio. Their drum equipment is amazing. I brought him the idea. He says, give me a couple days and I will order the wooden hoops for you. Matter of fact, I'll even hook you up and throw in the lugs. He really hooked me up. Ricky, thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate you and 7 Drums. You guys are family. Once the wooden hoops came back, once the drum came back, I still didn't have the drum heads. I ended up ordering a Evans EMAD 16-inch kick drum head along with the Evans batter side. I know it might sound like, well, you spent more money, but in reality, I ended up getting 2 drum sets in one for less than $300. If you ever come across a floor tom and just say, hey, you know what, I can convert this into a kick drum, make a smaller set for me to just be able to travel with, then go right ahead. Don't stop yourself from being creative. Again, thank you guys. The next couple of videos, I'm going to also share with you guys how I went from having several different drum bags to actually coming up with one idea to be able to carry all my drum equipment together once I went smaller. Thanks again, guys, for watching. If you really like these videos, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification button, tell your friends, and as always, subscribe, suggest, and enjoy. And stay connected, guys, as more videos are going to be popping up. God bless.